Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our Pokemon Y Hardcore Randomized Nuzlocke. I hope you guys are doing well today. I am really excited to jump into this one. I'm hoping we can make some really good progress today. We did get a few battles out of the way at the end of the last episode, so we've got some progress made, but there's still a lot to do. We having to restart this run really set us back, but we're all right. We're having a good time. We got another parental bond Pokemon at the end of the last episode, which is incredible. And really at this point, we're just going to continue on through Route 7. I believe we finished the rival battle. I think that's correct. And so at this point, it's really just about, let's see. It's really just about training up our Mons a little bit. We got Holly here. I really want to make it to the next city today if we can. I think we have to go through Connecting Cave next. I want to say that's kind of the goal, but we'll see. There we go. We did get through all those rival fights there. Now, Connecting Cave is just right here. I guess we could just go on in. Let's see. Oh, one thing I did want to mention really quickly. Yeah, perfect. So, I believe I've been saying Dejan's name wrong in a couple different series. He actually was kind enough, and I do appreciate you correcting me on this one. He was kind enough to throw the pronunciation in the comments as we figure out what our encounter is. A Relicanth. Don't love Relicanth, but that's okay. Anyway, did correct us. I believe it's Dahuan. I hope I am saying that correctly. Again, please correct me if I am saying it wrong. I don't intend ever to say a name incorrectly, but obviously people, you know, pronounce their names very differently sometimes. And as someone who's trying to nickname after certain people, it's a little tricky sometimes to get it right. So I do apologize if I am getting it wrong still. I hope, please don't be offended. It didn't sound like you were previously. You were very polite, very kind, so I don't think you are, but regardless, I just appreciate you correcting me because I do want to make sure I'm getting it right. I also have a new idea, kind of, for the next full-length series. We're pretty far away from the next full-length series, realistically. Man, that did so little. I mean, we are Wigglytuff, I suppose. What can we do? Maybe Brianna. But I do have a new idea for a series, so I'm gonna run this by you guys. You kind of give me a heads up as to what you think. I'll go ahead and say it's similar to like an egg lock a little bit, but I wanted to give you guys more control. So one of the ideas that I was kind of playing with here, can I Dragon Breath you? I'm gonna risk it. If we lose a Relicanth, it's not the end of the world to me. I certainly don't want to. Okay, well, we lost it, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and load game. Let's make sure we get our Pokemon Y Nuzlocke up here and make sure we mark Relicanth as our encounter. Did miss it, unfortunately, but that's okay. So one of the things, though, as I said, I want to give you guys a bit more control. Wow, lots of levels here. And I think as part of that, what I'd like to do is have a form similar to like an egg lock, but you get to pick a Pokemon, give it a nickname, make it shiny, not shiny, whatever you want to do, and then select all of its parameters, including nature, ability, and its 4 moves. Now you can, the idea being that you can break the Pokemon or make it absolutely ridiculous, whichever one you want to do. Like, it could be just the worst Pokemon in the world or the best Pokemon in the world. And then my goal would be to throw those all into a box, and then for every encounter that I catch in the game, I actually get to swap it, similar again to an egg lock, with one of the Pokemon that you guys have already created. I think that sounds kind of fun. It's a little ridiculous because it could potentially make the game way easier depending on what you guys submit, or way harder depending on what you guys submit. So I don't really know how that's gonna go yet. But I do want it to be like, I want you guys to be able to create whatever Pokemon you want to create, send it to me, and then get to feature it in the game. Again, at random. It would have to be random, chosen at random, of course, but I think that would be really fun. Let me know what you guys think. I've already got sort of a demo form created, and I was kind of playing around with the idea of doing Soul Silver. Maybe, we'll see. The other option would have been like a fire red, but we just did fire red. And I don't want to just repeat every single time. My thought being though that I want to do a game that I'm somewhat comfortable with. So that way, at the very least on the end of, you know, the actual game itself and getting through it, I kind of have a good idea of what to do. Wow, a Deoxys would have been great. I kind of have a good idea of what to do. Oh, hey, stop. Can I run, please? Okay. So that's kind of the goal. Let me know what you guys think. I think it could be really fun. The only other thing that I'm not sure of is if I do that, which I think is kind of a fun idea, do I want to randomize certain aspects of the game or leave the base game kind of on its own, or as it stands, you know, kind of regularly, and then basically push it that way? I don't know. I'm kind of playing around with different ideas, guys. Let me know what you think. I think it could be, ooh, a jaw fossil. That's a free static. Let me know what you guys think, because I do think it could be a really fun series. But obviously there's a little bit more to figure out there. And that's where you guys come in, hopefully. So I really do appreciate any and all input, guys. So definitely let me know in the comment section what you think. Well, that was nice. And we'll figure it out together. I think it could be a really fun thing. Again, we're pretty far away from the new series, so unless we lose one of these, obviously. But even in that regard, I think I'd want to have that form up for at least like 2 weeks or something along those lines to give you guys a chance to go check it out. When we do that, or if we do that, I should say, I'll of course make sure the link is shared with all of you and you know where to go and all that stuff. Right now, it's in demo phase, so we're figuring it out. All right, guys, we are in Route 8, which does mean we get a new encounter here. Absolutely love it. Let's first check a metronome. That item is amazing. Ooh, I wonder how that works with parental bond. I don't think it works the way I want it to work, but it'd be really cool if it did. I'm really just looking for some items here really quick. On the off chance there is one, and look at that. An odd incense. We've already gotten odd incense, I believe. We have that on Dehuan. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm so sorry if I'm messing it up still. All right, who do we have out? We have Holly. Let's see what we can find here on Route 8, guys. Hopefully it's something awesome. All right, here we go. Let it be cool. Ooh, yes it is. I really like Magmortar. We already have Typhlosion, of course, but this is just an incredible Pokemon for sure. Holly showing the bulk here. We get the Sing off as well. That's excellent. Okay. Let's just see how much Cut does. I don't think it'll do too much, but it's not like resisted or anything. Okay, it did a chunk actually. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a ball. Let's just see. We have some luxury balls as well. That's pretty fun. I really, really like Magmortar. This would be a great one. Come on. Yes, dude. Heck yeah. Who do we have? I know who I want to name this after. We're naming this Nathan. Nathan, you know who you are. I apologize. I haven't gotten you on this series yet, so I'm really, really happy to say we finally did. Somebody also mentioned, I think it was Claire. Was it on this series? I wanted to address the comment just to be very, very clear. I think it was actually the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke. Claire had mentioned, yes, that was it. It was on Alpha Sapphire. Claire mentioned that we may have full odds catching on, and we don't. Oh, this is a female. Well, that's okay. Nathan, you're still a Magmortar in my mind, bud. Sorry about that. And that is not the case. We do not have full odds catching on. I don't increase the odds of catching. If we get lucky, we get lucky. But I do try and be very conscious of that. Now, accidents happen, let me be clear. but I do try to be conscious to check that every time I randomize a game, because I actually have the same save settings for most of them, and I don't want to cheat on catch rates or anything like that. If we miss an encounter, we miss an encounter. It is what it is. And you know, I hate the legendary stuff because I feel like if you get it down to 1 and it's asleep or paralyzed, you should have a somewhat reasonable shot at catching it in a Nuzlocke. It's kind of tricky sometimes, but that's the game, man. Like, you gotta run with it. All right, let's see. Ooh. So the level cap here, by the way, is 25 for this next gym. So in particular, we do have to be careful with Brianna, who is actually getting pretty close to that level cap already. At, I believe, level 24, maybe? Not sure. Oh, a horde. Oh my gosh, there's a Cresselia here. Not a bad horde. Obviously, we can't catch anything. Oh, it has arena trap. Oh no, and it's the Blitzel. All right, so let's make sure we knock that out first, because we are pretty low here. Should be able to knock it out, no problem though. Very good. All right, and we need to get out of here, because Holly is pretty low. I really like Holly, by the way. I think parental bond on Wigglytuff is really fun, and Holly's just a pretty solid mon. Like, honestly, I like Wigglytuff a lot. I think it's a pretty cool Pokemon. Let's throw Dahuan out. Again, I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm so sorry if I'm messing it up still. I try really hard not to, but obviously I make mistakes a lot. And again, to that point, oh my gosh, I could very easily have made a mistake on the catch rates, but I don't believe I did. I'm usually pretty good about catching those kinds of things, at least in that regard, in the settings, because I do check every single randomized tab. I want to make sure that I'm getting everything correct. All right, Omastar to kick things off. I don't think this thing is gonna have any kind of dark move. It should have Water Gun. So I'm just gonna run with Confusion. I really want to learn Psybeam. That would really help us out as far as damage output here. But yeah, there's the Water Gun. Let's see how much it does. Not that much. That's fine. One thing I did notice, we have a Twisted Spoon in the bag, but we also have an Odd Incense, and I'm not actually sure if it matters which is on here or not, to be honest. I feel like it probably isn't that big of a difference. I think they both basically do the same thing, but I wanted to be safe, so I might actually look that up in between. Ooh, Astonish. All right, so we should definitely swap. Let's just go Claire. Why not? And we are kind of getting low on HP for some of these mons. We need to be a bit careful, but we should be okay. There's another Astonish, that's fine. I'm just gonna Vine Whip. Not enough. All right. Also, guys, the day I'm recording this, I watched the final episode of the Dadsby and Dudes Lockout, and oh my gosh, first of all, if you don't know who Dadsby and Dudes are, I don't even know what you're doing with your life. You should definitely be watching Dadsby and Dudes. I am a dad, I'm being a dude, and it's great. More importantly though, that was such a good ending to that series. Both Shady and United Gamer did an incredible job. Absolutely wonderful. One thing I would like to consider is more collaboration series stuff as well. As the channel grows, I feel like I've got more of a stake in the game. I want to bring people in and be able to do Soul Links or lockout matches even. I think that'd be really fun. So those are all things that I'd really like to consider doing. It's just I don't have the network currently to tap into. I'm still kind of growing the channel, obviously. You guys have been amazing in making that happen, but like there's still a lot to do in my view. And so all that to say, oh, we just have a straight up rare candy. That's fine. All that to say, guys, if you know of somebody or have a recommendation as far as somebody who might be a really good opportunity to work with, let me know. I would love to check them out. I know somebody actually commented recently on a series and just not suggested a collaboration, but said, hey, I'm doing my own content as well. And it was a pretty reasonably sized channel, as far as where I'm at as well. And so I'm like, that's perfect. Like, that's absolutely perfect. Also, I really love Kabutops. I'm really sad I can't catch this. I'm gonna kill it. But yeah, like I want to do those kinds of things, but I obviously want it to be with somebody who I respect and enjoy their content. I don't just want to partner up with anybody. No offense to everybody out there, but like, you know, I want it to be reasonable is all I will say. Another thing to consider is, of course, channel size. As silly as, or not as silly as that is, and it's just as much as I hate to have to consider that kind of thing. Like, no offense, but if you only have like 5 subscribers, I personally don't have a lot to gain from a like channel growth standpoint over working together. And I know that sounds really like harsh, but I also want to make sure that, you know, I'm presenting good quality content with people who are kind of on a similar level, so we can offer a growth opportunity for each other. And there's a lot that can, you know, hopefully happen there. So anyway, all that to say, give me some suggestions. I would very much appreciate it. And let me know what you think about the upcoming idea for a Nuzlocke, because I think it would be really fun. And I like the idea of like complete randomization. It could be any Pokemon, any ability, any moves. I think that's kind of fun. Anyway. Ooh, excuse me. But it would allow you guys to kind of pick and choose some fun stuff. All right. Very good. Yeah. So, I mean, we made it, which is awesome. We got Crunch. That's really good. Wow. Let's see if anybody can learn Crunch. That's like kind of sick. Maybe? That seems really solid. Let's see, what is our attack? 69? Yeah, that seems great. So here's my thing. Thunderwave's really good, but we're a parental bond Pokemon. And it's not going to take advantage of parental bond like that is. The heavier the target, the greater the move's power. I do want a better fighting move, but this gives us a really good ghost check. I'm gonna make the call. We're gonna do it. We're parental bond, man. We need to go all in, I think, on the damage side of things. Also, really love that the TMs are not just used up. I hate the like early games where that's a thing. Also, guys, we're just gonna explore a little bit here. I do recognize there is some Team Flare shenanigans that are gonna be going on in this episode, potentially. We'll see how far we get, but I think we have to go over this way. Yeah. We'll see. We do get the opportunity to look at fossils later on after this, so that's fun. All right. So I think they're going to the like cave to the right of the city or whatever. Glittering Cave, that's it. Couldn't think of it. Excellent. Let's do it. Is there, before we do that, I figure we'll explore all the top half of the city. We don't have to go through the like aquarium yet, but okay. Nobody there. Let's go upstairs. You never know. We're not in a rush. I just like enjoying the game, and so I like the idea of just talking to everybody if we can. Maybe not everybody, but a large majority of people. This is the O-Power guy. I would love some O-Powers. Thank you so much. Also, some of you guys commented on a previous episode of, it might have been the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke as well, but some of you guys commented just saying you really appreciated knowing sort of the backstory behind some of the channel and like how it came to fruition and that kind of stuff. I'm really glad you enjoy that. Baton Pass, that's interesting. I'm really glad you enjoy that. I think those kinds of like background information stuff is really interesting for other people. And so I share it not really knowing if anybody else feels the same way, but I do. I think it's great. So I'm really, really glad that you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun episode. Yo, that's pretty good. We should probably just give that to somebody, right? That's just a really, oh, scope lens too. Critical hit ratio. Oh, hold on. What is on Holly? Lucky Egg? Yeah, I'm gonna swap that. Rocky Helmet. I'm gonna give that to Brianna, I think. And then Metronome, we'll go ahead and give that to Robert. It's just a good item in general. It's like really good. All right, really quick. I'm sorry, I should have checked. We do have Claire out front. Awesome. All right, so this is Route 9, which means yet another encounter. That's awesome. There's also a handful of items on this route, which is really fun. This is one of my least favorite parts of these games. I hate Rhyhorn riding. I think it's so lame. It just takes too long. All right, guys, Route 9 encounter. Let's see what we get. A Jellicent, actually kind of interesting. Not amazing, but it is. Oh, I didn't actually see what the ability was. Whoops. Should have been checking that, my bad. We're gonna Sleep Powder you. I can't really hit you with Claire. So what can we do? We could just swap into Holly probably. Although we did just give it the scope lens, so maybe we don't risk the crit. We'll try it. We gotta risk it. I don't know. We'll see. I do like the typing of Jellicent. Ghost and Water is a really cool typing. It's pretty unique as well. And so to be able to see it here is really fun. I do like, I just said it's ghost typing. I'm the smartest person in the world. All right, don't swap into you. All right, well, we kind of just have to go Claire then. Excuse me. I literally just said it. This was all just a waste of time. It's so stupid. Oh man, it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna Divine Whip. Please don't die. All right. Well, that's 2 missed encounters, albeit we did get a really good one still. All right, cool. Yay. Our team is too good. That's the takeaway. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Let's make sure we grab these items. They're always exciting in a randomizer. All right. Very good. A black belt. I'll take it. I think that's for fighting type moves, which we're probably not going to use right now, but we actually could, given the fact that we do have anime. Why is this a thing? I'm going up and it's sending me backwards. Whatever. All right, we're just gonna hightail it out of here. Let's see, time-wise, we're at 23 minutes. We're doing all right. We probably won't make it all the way through Glittering Cave, but we will be able to get some progress here, which is awesome. Let's grab you. A Charcoal, that's pretty good. We do have, I can't think of Typhlosion's nickname. I need to know that. Robert. Sorry, Robert. And an Old Amber, that is another fossil for us. So far we at least we've gotten 2 this episode, which is really good. Again, guys, I know some people maybe disagree with the use of fossils here, and that's totally fine. I'm not, you play the Nuzlocke the way you want to play the Nuzlocke. The way I play the Nuzlocke is each individual fossil is its own static encounter. Oh, it has slow start. I'm actually gonna Vine Whip it. We know it'll kill. So like I picked up a Jaw Fossil. Oh, it didn't kill. We know we have a Jaw Fossil and an Old Amber. Both of those are their own encounters. Now, because this is a randomized run, there's a very real possibility that we get 5 Jaw Fossils throughout this run. We only ever get the 1. So if we get another Jaw Fossil and it's a duplicate, we don't keep it. But in general, I feel like I like running extra encounters. It makes it more fun. for me, because I think half the reason the randomizers in particular, in my opinion, are so fun is the simple fact that you get to see a lot of Pokemon, like, and they are random. So you never know what you're gonna find. It makes it really, really exciting. I do always have the self-imposed rules, guys, of 1 mega on the team at a time. And then of course 1 legendary on the team at a time. So we do have some restrictions as far as our team is concerned. I can't just run everything I wanna run because that makes it a little too easy in my opinion. We're not gonna battle this dude in the little sky battle, whatever. So all that to say, that's how I play. I enjoy it. If you disagree, that's totally fine. Up to you. I know some people do, and I don't mind. I get it. Totally get it. Let's head into Glittering Cave, guys. See if we can get an encounter here. I think I kind of remember the way through here. I do want to check all these little alcoves though, because I know there's some items. All right, this is our encounter in Glittering Cave. What's it gonna be? Oh! That's real good. Well, I say it's real good. It's not amazing, honestly. It's a good Pokemon. It is a legendary, so I definitely want it. It's also an ice type. It does check dragons, which is great. Interesting. I'm gonna swap here though, of course. All right, let's sing. Missed, okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna cut. That's fine. I'm so curious what the ability here could be. I feel like that makes or breaks it. But you have to be careful about crits here. But I am gonna cut one more time. Ooh, is that a crit? No. All right, we're down to red. Can we sing? Does Mist eliminate the possibility of sing? Is that how that works? No. Okay, apparently not. Maybe. Come on. I will say, if we do catch this first try, I will also be concerned that I set the catch rates wrong. So I hope we don't catch it first try, but I do hope we catch it. Okay, proof. We did it. I used the same settings for this ROM as I did the other one. I think the only difference is, of course, no, I think they're literally the exact same. So there you go. They're not 100%. Ooh, man. Oh man, it woke up. So here's the trick. We really can't swap into Claire at any point here to help put this thing to sleep. Part of me wishes we did not get rid of Thunder Wave at this point. Oh, come on. This is a tricky one, guys. It avoided the attack. All right, come on. Hit it, hit it. Yes, come on. Let's go. I really wish we had healing, or we could use healing, I should say. Should have bought some at the mart. That's kind of dumb. I love Articuno, guys. We caught a legendary, come on, let's go. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking cool. Articuno, what are we gonna name you? You've gotta be a legendary. I mean, you gotta be somebody really, really cool, obviously. Who do we have? You know what? I'm gonna name you after Phoenix the Dog 08, who has consistently commented on some of the Emerald Nuzlocke episodes and just kept saying bananas, and then the number of times that they've said bananas, and I love it. I'm here for it. I think that's great. Articuno. All right, so not going on the team yet, obviously, but oops. But potentially could. That's so good, dude. We got an Articuno. Freaking yeah. All right. Nope. I know that's the right way, but dude, just go there. So weird. All right. A nugget. I'll take it. That's some money in the pocket. I think what I want to do is get to that final chamber And then from there, we will continue on at the beginning of the next episode. We can finish up Glittering Cave, head back, and then really it's just a matter of making it to the next town, getting some fossil encounters. We're just gonna run. And we should be in really good shape, but dude, I can't believe we caught that Articuno. I'm so happy. That's so good. It could have, like, here's the thing. If it has a terrible ability, it sucks, right? Like, Articuno is a good Pokemon, but it's not the best of the birds. I think it's very clearly Zapdos from a VGC like in-game standpoint. Let me be clear. Obviously, you can have your favorites, but in general, I think Zapdos is probably just the best. Man, considering the other encounters we've seen here, Articuno was by far the best. But it could have a crazy ability. Now, we know it doesn't have anything like Parental Bond, which would be sick, but Horn Leech! Oh my gosh, that's such a good TM! That is so good. Can you imagine Parental Bond Horn Leech? And Electivire can learn it. Ooh. Ooh, that's so good. All right, we're gonna come back to that. That's really, really good. Holy crap. This episode is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We're also very near that end little chamber here, guys. I'm really excited because we get to kick off with some Team Flare stuff at the beginning of the next episode. This was a big one. This was a really, really good one. There we go. All right. I am going to save right here before we have that little mini, it's not even like a cutscene, but before we talk to Team Flare here. Guys, this was a great, great episode. Definitely let me know what you guys think as far as the new Nuzlocke idea. I think it could be really fun. It could be really broken. It could also be really difficult. So there's some up in the air stuff that I want to figure out. I want your help to do it. I want to make sure you guys are involved in the process. That's the whole reason behind the Nuzlocke idea. And so that's kind of where it's coming from. Additionally, of course, if you've got any collaboration channels or channels that you watch, I don't have a lot of time to watch channels, to be honest. And so if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I would absolutely love to collaborate and do some really cool Soul Link or Lockout stuff. So definitely give me some suggestions. And regardless, guys, I just hope you're enjoying the content. I'm absolutely loving it. I think it's such a blast to have this series going so long, and it's a good one. So all that to say, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next episode.